Hello, welcome to this update for the US and Canada. So let's see what's happening. So, just like we talked yesterday, we do have this storm system on the west with a lot of winter storm warnings already in the Sierra Nevada, especially because that's snow in the Rockies, in Utah, Colorado, northern New Mexico, some parts of northern Arizona, and in Oregon, more spots in Idaho. So even some ice storm warnings in Oregon there, because some freezing rain and some winter weather advisories, a bunch of high wind warnings and watches in California and flood advisories. So be careful of that wind and more like flood watches already placed for the mid-south to Appalachians and some extreme cold warnings in the north still and the rest of the winter storm still in the northeast with some lake effect warnings New York and winter storm warnings in the north there. So let's see here what else will happen. There's day one, the heavy rain, flash flooding along the west, the heavy snow, and the freezing rain possible there in Oregon. Still freezing rain possible the rest of the system, the northeast. Now it's already the middle of the day almost, so part of that might be gone already. But be aware and shows the scared snow in the Rockies. Day two for Friday. Happy Valentine's Day tomorrow, and shows more freezing rain possible in some parts of Midwest and even Kansas, Nebraska, there will be possible, and in Oregon still, and some heavier snow, the Rockies, Colorado, New Mexico, even northern Arizona, Utah, into Wyoming, Idaho, California, more spots there. There's day three, the big day, shows more freezing rain possible north side of the system in Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, and all the way to New Hampshire, Iowa, Missouri, especially this big area of red, the flash flooding, heavy rain possible. So severe wet in the yellow. So please be aware. Today, day one, for excessive rainfall, heavy rain, and flash flooding possible in California, in the light in some valleys there, and there's light on the coast as well. So be careful in the moderate central southern California, including part of Los Angeles and the northern mountains near Los Angeles and Santa Barbara. So please be careful those risking burned areas and everything, especially heavier later today into tonight. So please stay safe there. Don't do dangerous things near heavy rain because like burn scarf, landslides, flash floods. So please stay safe. Day two, a small marginal there in Missouri and parts of Tennessee and Kentucky and Arkansas. So that's Friday, and then day three, Jesus Christ, there's this moderate risk already Kentucky into like Tennessee, northern Mississippi, and into Arkansas and West Virginia, Virginia, southernmost Ohio, and a slight risk from Texas to Pennsylvania, and a marginal from Texas to New York. So please be careful. And I saw someone mentioning that there could be a high somewhere there on Saturday, but that's still unsure. But a moderate this size 3 days out is already indicating something big for rainfall. So be aware there for flash flooding, the system coming. Day four, gone. But yeah, and day five still nothing. So be aware. There's the snowfall heavy there in the Rockies and the Sierra Nevada especially. The probabilities, some spots of Utah as well, and in Oregon, California, parts of western Colorado and Utah, northern Arizona. So stay safe there. Some lake effect near New York, western, southwestern New York, and still the heavy snow northern Maine into Quebec. So be careful. Spot in New Hampshire, Vermont might be some snowflakes too. Day two shows some more in Wisconsin, some probabilities in Michigan, but nothing crazy, but be aware. And still crazier around Colorado, northern New Mexico, and California. And still Utah shows probabilities like in Idaho, Wyoming, spots of Oregon, even Arizona, so stay safe. Day 3 shows more probabilities around Ontario and Canada, and some on the northeast as well. For I think day 3, yes, Saturday, and then some like near Michigan, some spots the Rockies, the Northwest. But this day will likely have some ice too and everything. Day 4 shows some bigger probabilities in the northeast as the rest of the system unfolds. They might have some blizzard conditions, some spots, and more snow in the northeast. So there's day 5, some lingering in the Rockies there. Day 6 shows this potential next system that might have some ice troubles and some snow further south. Day 7, more ice troubles in the southeast and some snow possible too. So we'll watch this next system. So be aware. There's like the winter storm severity index still shows some major spots west New York because of the lake effect and some like northern Maine to moderate to major if that's snowfall. So be careful. Shows in Utah, Colorado, right? In Utah and northern New Mexico, some extreme, some high spots there, some moderate. So be careful driving. Be careful. Just be careful with everything of the snow, the accumulation, everything. Some extreme spots south central Utah in Arizona, but very extreme the Sierra Nevada in California. So all along the Sierra Nevada, big area of extreme because the snowfall total. So please stay safe there. Be careful. Shows more major spots in Northern California, the mountains. So stay safe. And here, like, they still have some key messages. Feel free to check the link in the description. And yeah, there's like day 3 through 7 still shows the severe weather, the purple like flooding possible, the heavy rain, and more heavy snow potential, the northeast precipitation and harsh cold there, the north and more even some high winds, the Rockies, and some. This is in heavy precipitation. I think heavy snow, some mountains of the west. Day 3 through 7. So be careful. There's the severe weather for Thursday today. A marginal risk in Florida in southern Georgia, and the marginal risk in California, including Sacramento Valley in some areas there. So be careful there too, especially because there's a 2% tornado threat there in California near the valleys from this system. So just be careful, and the rents of this front in Florida and Georgia, be careful there too. Wind 5% in California and Georgia and Florida as well. Be careful. Hail, nothing. And then there's like an isolated margin severe storms possible in Florida, Panhandle to southern Georgia, parts central valley of California. Damaging winds, a brief tornado are the primary threats. So stay safe. Day 2 Friday, some general storms possible from southern Texas to Kentucky and also Arizona, and spots of Utah, Nevada, and other spots there, northeast and northwestern New Mexico, and there this area here they extend a little bit, so be aware. And yeah, and day 3 now. Oh my gosh, for Saturday there's the enhanced risk either Louisiana to Mississippi, Alabama, and southern Arkansas and easternmost Texas, the slide from like Texas to Tennessee, and the marginal from Texas to Kentucky. So there's the probabilistic 30%, that's the enhanced risk, and hatched 10% of greater probability significant severe weather within 25 miles of a point. So that hatched is a really a clear signal that there'll be something big. So please be prepared there. Have some small plans and just be aware that this is coming. Severe weather is expected from East Texas to much the southeast parts of the mid-south. Saturday scared numerous damaging wind gusts and a few tornadoes, the primary threats. Storms are expected from late afternoon through the evening. So please be careful. Some people mention strong tornadoes will be possible, and especially with the deep deep layer shear and the trough coming in that I showed you yesterday on the map, so please be careful. So a mid-level trough moves from the southwest southern plains on Saturday, eventually to Mississippi Valley by 12 Sunday. During this period, the surface low will move from the southern plains to the Ohio Valley with an extensive warm sector across the southeast. So you can read more here if you want, and please stay safe. Day 4 Sunday is kind of quiet, so please be aware there. Before we check this, let's just see some dew points like in Fahrenheit. So this time for like Saturday, so shows this coming in like some 60s, even some high 60s dew points as the front comes in, so some 66, 67. So this is fair enough for some big storms. And behind it, guess what? An Arctic blast. So we'll talk about that in a second. And now here for those temperatures, a quick summary of the temperatures, but before I do quick summaries, let's just show here like what might happen. So there's like here the above and below average, so there's that cold like in the northwest and also in Canada, those areas, and then like the northeast on the 14th, and shows this cold blast coming down into the plains on the 16th and the 17th, and now the GFS like something very massive, like much below average temperatures. Did this go still like by Wednesday the 20th still has cold, and yeah, so please be aware of the cold now that's already extreme, and plus the cold coming. There's the European shows now like wait now here, so shows like it already shows the 13th now, this much below average temperatures, especially like this is on the 16th, much below average. Many are central northern US, so the European is extremely extreme with those values. It might change still because these models get crazy sometimes, but you know what that means. Cold is coming, so please be aware. There's like the model here for those systems that I told you. So shows the system California now, uh, the snow, those storms, the heavy rain. Be careful, the snow in the Rockies, the system leaving the northeast there. So that this goes, shows like Friday, a few storms in Louisiana, Texas, and in other parts of the south. And then into Saturday starts organizing there. That front array shows some scattered storms Saturday morning. Then this goes and shows that big line of very severe storms with likely damaging winds and bad tornadoes. So this goes shows the snow north of it, like into the northeast and southern Canada, with some ice too. So this goes there, and likely after that shows some ice in Texas and Arkansas and Louisiana on the 19th, and more snow too. The European doesn't has ice into the southeast as well, so that's still far out, but it's worth watching. So this goes the GFS, the system leaving out of the northeast, but actually no, I was so far out. So here the system leaving out the northeast, the one in California, the snow in the Rockies, and then the GFS is like more ice in the northeast on the 16th, and the severe white on the 15th. The European had less ice and more snow in the northeast, and later does have some ice on the 19th as well. So we'll keep monitoring this. Please be careful. The alerts in Canada, the storm in like Quebec, Nova Scotia, to Newfoundland, some snow squall warnings and watches in the south, and some extreme cold there in central Canada. So please be careful. Extreme cold and snow squall. Nova Scotia, freezing rain. Quebec, snowstorm, winter storm, freezing rain. So check this link in the description and see your the warnings in your local area. There's the GFS, the freezing rain exit in the northeast, the freezing rain in Oregon there, even just few spots in the Rockies, Nevada. Then the GFS does have the crazy ice on the 16th, and there's later on the 19th some on the south. But the European had a different scenario than this, so we have to keep monitoring. So please be aware. There's day one, the max still high in Florida there, and cold in the north. The minimum temperatures still close to -13 the north, some -6 the northern Midwest, Wisconsin, -3 in some areas, some 15, 16 Fahrenheit spots the plains. So please be careful. Some 30s. I'll try to go faster for this because don't have much time, but let's see here, especially about the cold west. So some 8 is in Florida still tomorrow afternoon, 7 is the southwest, and still some single digits in the north, some 20s the northeast, some teens, some -11 on Saturday morning in the north, some -4, -7, very cold at some things in the Rockies, Sierra Nevada and Oregon, some single digits too, and some negative digits in the northeast till Saturday. So stay safe. Day 3 still some 20s in the north Saturday, and this max temperature, and still some single digits in the north. So stay safe. But in the south, you know, it's warmer there, and that warm plus that cold coming, severe weather. So please be careful. Some 8 in Florida still, and day 3 minimum alright, some -20 Montana, some lighter spots to -22, some -17, some -14, -1 down to Nebraska. So please be careful, especially the wind chills as this comes in Sunday morning, and some 20s down to Texas, some low teens, single digits in the Rockies. And yeah, a little bit better on the west, but still cold. And it's cold in northern Maine, the northeast. There's day 4, still in Florida, warm there, and shows this the maximum temperature, still on -3, -4 in the north, and still some 30s, even during the day in Oklahoma, some things in single digits parts of the Midwest. There's Monday morning to -23 in Montana, occasionally -24, some 20s down to central Texas, some 20s in the southeast, some -15, -18, -11 in the north, so very, very, very cold, and some some 11, 6, some things the northeast in single digits. So please stay safe. Just for a closer look, so does show like some -25 in the north, -22 to -25. So please stay safe, especially some wind chills close to -30 or even lower. So there's day 5 max for Monday, still warmer in the southwest and Florida, and colder, some negative digits in the north, still the northeast in some areas. But for Tuesday morning, still some -22 to -24 in the north, some 30s in the southeast and northern Florida, some negative digits and single digits teens in the northeast. So please stay safe. The Rockies quite cold to the Sierra Nevada. So day 6, still some -2, some 2 degrees, single digits, central northern plains in the north, 70s Texas and Florida, and some teens, low teens, single digits northeast. And then the show day 6 still don't have it. So please be careful. And then the ice shows the northeast in Maine, New Hampshire, less than 1/10 of an inch, like even more than 1/10 of an inch, a few spots. So be careful. And in Oregon, next 24 hours. So today is the 13th afternoon. So until tomorrow afternoon, the 14th, show like 1/4 of an inch. Some spots in northwestern Oregon, close to 1/4 of an inch. So please be careful. The ice there. There's this 48 hours snow, shows plus 20, 50, 60 inches plus in the highest peaks of California, some 20, 30 inches highest peaks of Colorado, northern Utah, some like 8 to 15 inches spots of western Wyoming and Nevada, some specific mountains to like 20, 30 inches. So please stay safe. Still more like less than 10 inches the Midwest, like 15, 16 inches New York or even more. So yeah, stay safe, and locally more than 10 if you spot or two. So be careful. Still like the max wind gusts, the Sierra Nevada close to 70 mile per hour gusts, 63, most likely 65. so stay safe. Central Southern California to 40, 55 mile per gust. Know that yellow is like yellow start at 58 or something. So most of that yellow is 60 mile per gusts plus. So please stay safe. 60 to 70 spots Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, and the northeastern forest to 50 mile per gust. So stay safe. Now, still in Canada, this very cold blast more contained further north, those minus 30s. There's some minus 23, some minus 21 in the north. The south a little bit better, some minus. Why am I showing this in Fahrenheit? I have no idea why this is happening, but yeah, it's a similar thing. Some minus 30s in the north, minus 34, some minus 31 northern Quebec. The south some minus 5, some minus 7, a little bit better, but still some minus 20s. This is even during the day now, so at night expect much colder, some minus 28 Western Ontario, spots for minus 33, into Friday morning, some minus 36. So that shows minus 35 to minus 37, Yukon, Northwestern Territories, to central northern Alberta, even southern Alberta, northern British Columbia, some 1 to minus 1 in Vancouver, and Shuswag some minus 27, still cold in the north, and the Atlantic a little bit better, especially Nova Scotia, but still cold. So this goes Friday, and then Friday night, not Friday night, Saturday, especially to Saturday night, shows some minus 38, minus 34, minus 35, still better in the southeast, but does show most of central Canada very frigid. Then into Sunday morning, shows like some minus 35, some minus 30 in the south, some minus 28, southeast still good, but negative temperatures continue, so minus 34, on Nunavut very cold, so minus 30s, some normal negative temperatures from the west, but Yukon very cold. So Sunday afternoon does warm up a bit, but that shows still this is afternoon temperatures minus 24, so minus 23, so minus 19, but this is probably better than this at night, so minus 35, so minus 31, already spreading into Quebec, and wait, in the north, like very cold. So Monday still shows into Tuesday, the worst is around Saskatchewan and down to the US, so minus 37, so minus 35, so minus 33. So stay safe. Nunavut, Northwestern Territory still, and a breezier chill in Quebec and Ontario to minus 19 to minus 23. So this goes, and like this is very crazy. And still like to Saskatchewan, in Alberta, colder there, so minus 27. And yeah, so stay safe. And the European model specific has some very crazy temperatures around Kansas, Nebraska, in those areas. In Fahrenheit, it will be very low too. So yeah, be careful. Thursday, the 20th, much better, but still very cold, especially in the east. A little break on the west, but yeah, and potentially more into northern Nunavut later. So stay safe there in Alaska. Some snow in the south, even central Alaska Saturday, and potentially into like Tuesday, southern Alaska, some ice, some snow, especially Thursday, the 20th, central western Alaska, and more snow potentially to next week. So be aware. In Canada, still show like British Columbia on early on Sunday the 16th, even starting Saturday night, shows some snow in spots of ice in British Columbia. So Sunday, more British Columbia, southern Yukon into southern Alberta, more ice, and this will also affect spots like Washington, Montana, and Idaho, and Oregon, more snow, and all the way into the plains in Nebraska and those areas. So be aware, this is Monday still, and then this season dives down to the central US, starts the ice storm thingy that we have to watch. So be aware. Then the season continues in Atlantic Canada through tomorrow Friday, some ice in Newfoundland too, more snow, and potentially the next big system like on the 17th in New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, some freezing rain, snow and ice again. So please Stay safe. Shows like the wingers now. This system I showed you like in Maine, Vermont, some 50s mile per gus. So be careful for today. But Nova Scotia shows close to like 126, 123 km per gus. This is just a model, but it's very close to the reality. So please stay safe. This goes still strong Friday, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick's like 99 to 92. So please be careful. Friday, still like in Nova Scotia, Saturday, some 102. This goes there, and potentially the next system, the Northeast, Monday the 17th to 661 mile per gus, 6357 mile per gus. The GFS is a little bit less, but it does have some 49 mile per gus. And yeah, but be aware the Appalachians too, uh, like Monday morning, this goes and still strong in Canada later, and potentially this next guy on the 21st, more wind as well. So we keep watching. There's now this wind on the west and the Rockies. Be careful in California, Nevada, spots of Utah, and Wyoming. So Friday, this goes gets better, but still occasionally stronger in a spot to the Rockies. Then Sunday, the system in the northwest and Pacific Canada doesn't show much wind inland, but be careful spots on the coast as well as southern Alaska. Sunday, so stay safe. All these systems coming, severe weather and everything. Please be aware. We'll make more videos soon. Bye. No, not bye. We can't say bye yet. We need to see the precipitation. I was almost forgetting. So, like, first rainfall shows like still day one, 2 days. Day one shows like Friday, but okay. Shows in California, especially like Southern California, some hilly areas, some valleys to 3 inches, 4 inches, more across the west, more rain. So the day two, they have it a Saturday, has like 4 inches, 3.5 to 4 inches. Tennessee in Kentucky, some spots there. Day three, still some 2.5 inches in Kentucky, and more across the East Coast. Day four, day five, some of the central southern areas. Day six shows more on the Gulf. So day one through seven, like 5 to 6 inches plus those areas, and more near the Gulf as well. So please stay safe. There's like the Northwest, especially Northern California, and Oregon, Washington, those other systems, Southern California. So stay safe. These systems coming. There's the European model, just for comparison. So does show here like yeah, the south, especially from Saturday to 4 inches, close to 5 inches. They're like 4.7, 5.22 inches. So please be careful. That's the icon. And I don't know why the icon just showed up automatically. But here's the European, some 5.5 inches, some spots. Tennessee, some 4.5 inches. Four, yes. So please be careful. There's the GFS shows shows a lot. Some spots to like 4.5, 5.5 inches, close to 6 inches. So please stay safe. That flooding, the rain still in California. There's the Herschel. The Herschel specific area, like with 6 inches, some valleys there, some mountains, 4 inches. So be careful with flooding, landslides, and more spots there. So yeah, stay safe. There's like the snow that I just talked about it, but I didn't show the accumulation. So there's like shows like some 24 inches, 25 inches, like some 15 inches, 17 inches. So a lot across the Rockies there, especially like in New York, some 20 inches. This is 5 days. This is the system that just left now. No, it left alright, but especially the system coming Saturday and Sunday. So some 14 inches, other spots to 4 inches. Be like Montana, the system Sunday, Monday, and into Idaho, Washington, Oregon. So stay safe. Some other models like uh, the her. Wait, why does it have in Alaska? This is very crazy. It just has. Sometimes it does this, but here, why is the her in Alaska? But never mind. It also shows more snow in Alaska there next 24 hours. Like southern Alaska in some towns there's some 18 inches. So yeah, be careful there too. And I have no idea why it's not showing the US here. So now I decided to show just to show in California some more precise data. So 38 inches, 42 inches, possible or even more those high elevations. So stay safe in Utah, some 25 inches, Idaho, especially northern New Mexico, Colorado, and some the Midwest. So stay safe. There's like in Canada, those areas, just next one day and 1 day and 14 hours, so 19 centimeters. Newfoundland 16 centimeters, some more in Quebec, a little bit southern Ontario, some lingering in Nunavut. But until then, next Tuesday, a ratio like eastern Quebec, 71 centimeters, 64, more like in southern Ontario, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, especially Labrador, some spots there. There's some more in British Columbia, especially southern Alberta, British Columbia, 15, 11 centimeters, and more than like central areas in southern Alaska, especially. So stay safe. And wait, I just want to show you one more thing because my memory is so perfect today. So let's see. So there's like day 3 through 8. The SIPS has once again a 30%, like the Storm Prediction Center, and the Colorado State University is still around a hedged area, 45% chance of severe weather for some significant storms. So stay safe.